There is a prison in this world that feels less like a correctional facility and more like a dark fortress built to hold human nightmares. A place whispered about in news reports, feared by criminals, and surrounded by rumors that blur the line between fact and mystery. Deep in El Salvador stands a massive high-security prison called CECOTA, a place many describe as the most dangerous, terrifying, and mysterious prison ever built. Some believe that once a criminal enters this prison, they never truly return to normal life again, even if they physically leave its walls. CECOTA, short for Centro de Confinamiento del Terrorismo, was created as part of an aggressive campaign to control violent gangs and organized crime. It is designed to hold tens of thousands of the most dangerous criminals in the region, men accused of murder, extortion, trafficking, terrorism, and gang warfare. But Secot is not just a prison meant to punish lawbreakers. It represents something far more intense, a symbol of fear, absolute control, and psychological dominance over individuals who once terrorized society. One of the most visually striking and haunting aspects of the inmates inside CECOTA is their appearance. Many prisoners are heavily tattooed, their arms, chests, necks, backs, and even faces marked with dark symbols that represent gang loyalty, criminal achievements, violent acts, and allegiance to underground organizations. These tattoos are not simply body art, they are permanent records of a life shaped by crime, violence, and power struggles. For some inmates, their tattoos are badges of pride. For others, they become lifelong reminders of a past they can never erase. Inside the prison walls, the atmosphere is cold, rigid, and oppressive. Every movement is monitored. Every conversation is limited. Every moment is controlled. Prisoners live in crowded cells with minimal privacy, surrounded by steel bars, concrete walls, armed guards, and constant surveillance cameras. The environment is intentionally designed to remove individuality, break down resistance, and enforce discipline through routine and psychological pressure. Daily life inside Secot follows a strict and unforgiving schedule. Prisoners wake early, eat simple meals under supervision, spend limited time exercising in tightly controlled groups, and return to their cells under watchful eyes. There is no luxury, no comfort, and almost no room for personal expression. Uniform clothing replaces personal identity, and silence often replaces conversation. The structure of the prison ensures that no inmate can gain power, build influence, or recreate gang hierarchies within its walls. Yet, beyond the visible security and discipline lies a deeper mystery: the psychological impact this prison has on the men confined inside it. Reports and rumors suggest that the extreme environment of Secot can deeply affect an inmate's mental state. Some prisoners reportedly suffer emotional breakdowns, paranoia, anxiety, or complete withdrawal. Others become eerily silent, as though the weight of confinement has stripped them of their former selves. There is a growing belief that Secot does not simply imprison criminals, it transforms them. The intense surveillance, strict isolation, and constant reminder of their crimes can slowly dismantle their sense of identity. Many inmates entered the prison as feared gang members, known for violence and dominance, yet over time some appear physically and emotionally diminished, their confidence replaced by resignation, fear, or emotional emptiness. Another unsettling mystery surrounding CECOTA is the widespread claim that criminals who enter rarely return to normal society. Even if released, many former inmates struggle to reintegrate into everyday life. Some fear retaliation from rival gangs. Others face rejection from society due to their criminal reputation and visible tattoos. Many reportedly find it nearly impossible to find work, rebuild relationships, or escape the stigma attached to their past. There are also darker rumors, claims that some inmates disappear from public records, that certain prisoners never speak again after leaving, or that psychological pressure inside the prison leaves lasting scars that cannot be healed. Human rights organizations have raised concerns about harsh treatment, emotional strain, and extreme confinement conditions, although full details remain limited due to restricted access and government control over information. The secrecy surrounding Secot has only fueled its reputation as a mysterious and terrifying place. Journalists and media outlets have reported on its scale, security, and conditions, yet many aspects of daily life inside remain hidden from public view. This lack of transparency has given rise to speculation, fear, and dark storytelling, turning Secot into something more than a prison and more like a modern myth. The prison was also built to send a powerful message to society. It stands as a warning to criminals, a promise to citizens seeking safety, and a symbol of authority for the government. Supporters argue that Sekhet has helped reduce violent crime by removing dangerous individuals from the streets. Critics, however, question whether such an extreme environment promotes justice or simply creates another cycle of suffering. What makes Sekhet feel especially haunting is the combination of reality and rumor. It is real. The prison exists, the inmates exist, the guards exist, yet the stories surrounding it often feel like scenes from a horror film. Thousands of tattooed men locked behind walls watch day and night, cut off from the world they once ruled, living in a space where time seems to stand still. Some observers describe Sekhet as a place where human identity slowly fades. The tattoos that once symbolized power and reputation become marks of shame, regret, or painful memory. The gang leaders who once controlled streets now live under absolute authority, stripped of their influence, their voices muted by concrete and steel. At the same time, the mystery deepens when considering whether this prison is meant to rehabilitate criminals or simply contain them forever. Unlike traditional correctional facilities that focus on education, therapy, and reintegration, CECOT appears centered on control and permanent separation. This raises a haunting question: is the goal to help criminals change, or to ensure they never return to society as they once were? As the years pass, Sekhet continues to grow in global attention. News outlets, documentaries, and social media have turned it into a symbol of extreme punishment and crime control. For some viewers, it represents hope, proof that violent criminals can be removed from society. For others, it represents fear, a reminder of how easily power can be used to isolate and dehumanize. Yet, the most chilling aspect of Sekhet remains the unanswered questions. What truly happens behind those walls? How do inmates cope with years of isolation and psychological pressure? What changes occur in their minds and personalities over time? And why do so many people believe that once someone enters Sekhet, they never return to normal life again? The prison stands not only as a physical structure, but as a psychological landmark, a place where crime, fear, control, and mystery intersect. It challenges our understanding of justice, punishment, rehabilitation, and human resilience. Whether seen as a necessary measure or a terrifying experiment, Sekhet has become one of the darkest and most talked about prisons in the modern world. And as stories continue to emerge, rumors continue to spread, and images of tattooed inmates behind steel bars continue to circulate. One thing remains certain: Sekhet will continue to haunt the public imagination as the prison where criminals vanish from normal life and where the line between reality and mystery grows thinner with each passing year.